I have a story about the Coastal Highway.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's gonna explain so much of my lore and backstory to you guys, actually. I was playing...
Our duty is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
Welcome, Spartans, to Mission Debrief's 20 for 20. We've played every Halo mission, and now we're going to rank the 20 best for the 20th anniversary of the franchise. I'm your host, Colin Perkins, and I'm joined by David Arnold.
Hey, everybody.
Matt Salvatore.
How we doing?
And Krysta Brown.
Garbage Day! Points if you know what movie that's from.
This episode, we're playing Coastal Highway, which is the 14th mission in our list, and the final mission from Halo 3 ODST. Last time we played through Kikuwani Station from Halo 3 ODST, so check that out if you missed it. For the full list of 20, go to our website, halopodcast.com/20 for 20. While you're there, check out all the goodies we have on the site, including our shows, lore pages, merch, and more. If you enjoy the series, let us know your thoughts by commenting on the video, giving us a like, or subscribing to the channel. You can also support Podcast Evolved on Patreon. All right, here we go. This is one of the most memorable ones. See if we like it. All right, things are about to happen, and we're going to be in a Scorpion. That's one of the reasons I love this mission. Scorpion time.
Scorpion?
And we have the final showdown at the end.
All of our missions have been vehicle-based so far for
That's
ODST.
true.
ODST has a lot of good vehicle stuff, but I guess it's to compensate for the fact that they're just people.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a good point. Yeah, they need the vehicles to survive.
Yep. Plus, they can't sprint, so.
That's right. No armor, can't sprint. They're hopeless.
Yeah. Jeez, how'd these guys survive?
They can't sprint as it should be.
Right. They're just regular ODSTs.
Oh god, the hentai monster.
Lord, that thing stinks.
This is Verge. What up, Verge?
He is cute. He's so cute.
What was that for?
Beautiful.
Abandoning the mission.
Yeah.
What mission? You dropped off the grid. My squad was scattered.
PDA!
What?
Get some.
You're going to jail. You can't do this.
In the games? Yeah, I think so.
Oh god, their faces, though.
Thank you.
You did good, rookie.
Got the voyeur here.
We're not out of this yet.
I didn't realize how big engineers were until I went to Outpost Discovery and I stood by that, like, thing that told you how big they were.
Yeah, against all the other, aliens.
Yeah,
They're huge.
they're like people-sized, which is terrifying.
Oh, I love the way we get overshield though. That's pretty cool.
Overshield.
He's a real G, Virgil.
Good old
Nice
Verge.
guy.
He's no Trevor.
No, definitely not. No one will ever live up to Trevor.
Ooh, weapons over here.
He can't
You
be
want some weapons?
replaced.
Speaking of, are there skulls in this game? I forget.
No, the collectibles are specifically just Sadie's story.
Oh, that's right, in Mombasa Streets. Yeah. Which I want to comment, I guess I'll comment now a little bit, but we can't, something we talked about in the other game or other missions for ODST is Sadie's story and Boss of Streets is its own thing, and we can't really incorporate that as, you know, the individual missions don't include that, so we can't really, you know, talk about that and incorporate that into our scores.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in ODST, like just the noir feel that you can't really get just from a simple mission.
Yep.
Yeah. ODST
Like a
is so
more-
much more than the like mission
But
by
I-
mission.
I was gonna say ODST is greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
It's like one thing that if you analyze each part, but like on a whole, it seems to be so much stronger.
Yeah, it's a good point because, you know, again, we're analyzing, and this is probably a conversation for the end of our. We'll give you a little preview, but if we're analyzing best Halo games, you know, that list is probably gonna be different than the missions, right?
Who keeps dying? I'm keep getting minus 50 points and I'm not happy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I haven't died yet, so
Oh, there's only
Something's
one
wrong.
person.
something's wrong then. If the
It must be
universe is
Colin.
only this-
Colin, stop dying.
Yeah, Colin.
Stuff now.
Fastest way out of the city.
Did anybody pick up the rocket launcher in the corner?
No, I hate corner rocket launchers. I only like normal rocket launchers.
How dare you.
And another thing to talk about, you know, a larger from a Halo ODST just game standpoint is Firefight. I haven't really mentioned that, but that was a big addition.
Oh yeah, that was like the one of the biggest draws of ODST.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Want me to give it a little push?
On a whole, I think you jump way too high as an ODST. I feel like I'm
You
floating.
do jump very high.
I can't jump this high in real life, and I'm a normal person.
No, I just jumped on top of the roof of a car, and I'm like, whoa.
Well, they're also like the best of the best.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
are fittest
Could be an elevator right through
possibly.
here.
True, true.
It's so bright, Krysta.
Too bright.
Oh no.
Sit tight. We'll need.
Why is it-
power up.
Virgil, what the fuck? Get a move on. We have shit to do.
Just want to squeeze him.
I know. He looks he looks like one of those like fidget toys.
Yeah.
He kind of knows, yeah.
They're like those stress toys that you just squeeze.
Yeah. He also have you seen the toys that are like the poppets, where it's like a little like thing that you can compress, like a little bubble.
Oh, yep. And they kind of
That's what he is. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Did we miss a cutscene or something there?
I
It's
think
like-
we might have. I don't. Oh, it's when they were
Yeah.
talking about getting in the.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it skipped that on us.
It just doesn't like us for some reason.
Pick a lane.
I'm with Master Chief 117.
Now we're on the coastal highway.
I have a story about the coastal
Oh.
highway.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's gonna explain so much of my lore and backstory to you guys, actually. I was playing ODST with my friend for the first time on Legendary,
That's it. Keep her still.
and we had Buck in a, someone was driving him and he was in a mongoose, and we're like, let's give Buck a rocket launcher. That would be really cool, and then he could like shoot people off the mongoose. And he proceeded to team kill us at least like 5 or 6 times throughout that run. And now you understand.
And this
This
is
is-
the very last mission
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah, we were tired, and you know we had worked really hard to get here, and Buck just kept team killing us with that rocket launcher, and
Oh my god.
now I don't like AIs anymore and don't give them nice things.
Oh, jeez, and then
Explains
Captain
it.
Bleach didn't help.
Yeah, that's my trauma. That's the trauma that happened. You know, that's the backstory of why I kill Marines. It's because
Did
of
you
what
say that
Buck
was a
did.
lasso run?
No, it wasn't a lasso. It was
Okay.
just a legendary, so it wasn't
Still.
that bad, but it was still like, it was still
That's
pretty annoying.
infuriating, though.
Yeah, it was not the best. Also, like every time we respawned, he just spawned with the rocket because that's where it's saved. So
Oh,
eventually, we
no.
forcibly took away the rocket from him. That's why I don't trust AIs. Now you know. Now you know
Good
my
backstory.
horrible trauma backstory of why I am the way I am.
Speaking of,
Krysta,
can we go look at that
origin
garbage
story.
truck? Go look at that garbage.
Garbage
Look at the
day.
garbage.
Another cruiser.
We're gonna, if it hits us, we die. So
It
careful.
does mangle you really badly.
They're all heading for the slip space crater.
So
We need something called the elephant.
Wow, what a
Dale's-
nice
Dale's
city.
there's like truck with Verge, right?
Yeah,
Well, if you
Virgil's
look
in the
here-
truck, so it has shields, which is pretty cool.
If you look to the left, you see a really nice chunk of the space bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you have the
elevator.
space in the background. It's not looking too hot.
Yeah.
This is
I
a big
think this
part of the-
city might need a new city council, because I don't think they're doing their job very well.
Yeah. You think they can fix it up on like one of those like HGTV shows where it's like, you know,
Maybe they should
City
just
on a
raise
dime.
taxes. That'll fix
Just need to hire
everything.
the
Just
property
raise the
brothers.
taxes.
The
Oh
property
my god.
brothers.
Oh, drones.
Oh, baby.
This show
It's interesting
force.
that there's like a huge backstory with the buggers in this particular.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Well, we just killed them all, so they're back.
Yeah, now they're dead. Their backstory's over now.
Well, we skipped that mission.
We did. Yeah, that was the mission we just did.
Mm-hmm.
All the buggers have taken over like all the service tunnels and shit under the city, which is pretty cool.
Isn't there like one special bugger down there?
Yeah, there is. There's one with shields and it's red, and it's the boss bugger, but no one's ever noticed him ever, so he's just the most disrespected boss in all of Halo.
Exactly. All the ring wreckage was cool. The space elevator wreckage.
Hey, look, another
there's tons of
warthog.
it here.
Whap, 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 whap.
The use explode.
So
God, that
what's-
carrier's
what's-
huge.
What's the lore that these just random UNSC vehicles were left there in perfect condition? Just perfectly
Um,
parked.
Someone forgot their keys, and we just happened to have them.
Yep.
Ooh, Covenant Cruiser heading over ahead. That's really nice.
In the future, there's no keys. Everything's just button press.
Everybody had to go to the
It's just
bathroom.
push to start.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, that makes more sense.
Push to start
Right.
is actually the best. I recently got a car that has push to start, and it's very convenient.
Yeah, my one is push to start.
It's very good.
Thank goodness they came back and answered the real lore questions, like why we have warthogs there like that.
For the game to happen.
Ooh, Goshawk. Yep.
Ooh, sexy. Come to mommy.
You guys
That's-
take ghost
Mm,
Ooh.
there's a
Yeah,
mongoose
here, you
there.
want some
That's
of it?
Pretty nice.
Ooh.
How many doors have we opened? We've opened quite a few.
It's a
doors,
lot
right?
of
There's
doors.
a lot of doors.
I don't know why a highway needs doors, but I guess this is the future and highways have doors now.
The scorpion shows up pretty soon, huh?
You know, I don't think any of these cars are electric, and I'm very disappointed with the future. There's another Goshawk back there, David, if you want to take it.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it?
It had a little arrow on it, and that's how I knew.
Oh, I see it.
Excuse me, sir, can you please die?
Ah, well, I did. Thank you.
Nasty brutes
You're
here.
welcome. That's who I meant by sir. Owie. Ouchie ouch. We got the big clicky clacky.
Oh. Ah, you can kick both.
I'll take it,
Oh my
because I
God.
can't aim. I'm definitely the person to do this.
Who's driving?
Look.
Buck's driving?
Don't let Buck drive.
We had a conversation about this.
Yeah, we just had a conversation how Buck is a team-killing lunatic.
I don't want to become Krysta and kill Marines. I like
Yeah,
Marines.
you'll change as a person if you let Buck drive.
I'm a dead man.
But scare him.
I see it. Must have dropped out from one of those cruisers. Just keep driving. It hasn't spotted us.
I mean, we've been spotted by some. Oh no!
Oh yeah!
There we go.
Look at that!
He's just chilling up there.
What's he doing up there?
He's just hanging out, I
Strutting.
guess.
Look what I got. Troop transport hog, dude.
Perfect. Yeah, use the troop transport hog. That's so helpful. Is there a Mega Bloks of that particular variant?
There it
Right
is.
in front
Oh,
of us.
please tell me
Very
more.
nice.
Oh, I was gonna take that. Ooh, thank you.
When are they gonna come out with a full life-size Warthog Mega
We
Bloks?
need the extra firepower.
Don't tell Brickman 117 about that.
Yeah. man. Challenge accepted. He already made a pretty lifelike.
Hey,
Egg.
Does he just buy the bricks
Scorpion.
individually? Who wants the scorpion? Would you like the scorpion?
A little of that, and Mega helps him out a little bit too.
Oh, okay. So he's
You want
like
it?
the Mega Bloks version of a Brick Master.
Yep.
Kind of a community.
I'll drive. Who
So
wants
I
it?
know we have Lego Masters, but when are we getting Mega Bloks Masters as a TV show?
Let's make that happen.
Do it.
I can't do it. I'm not very good at it, but I'll be one of the judges because I'm very judgmental.
We'll have a really good sob story, and then we'll just get on.
Oh, every reality TV, everyone has this sob story when they're about to be eliminated. Like, oh, my dog didn't drink water the other day. It really affected me as a person, and it made me want to go on this show.
That's
Not right.
filled with blocks and Mega Masters.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Mega Master.
There's some good ODST sets they made.
Ooh, you could.
When
call
are we
it
getting a
Masters
life-size
of
drop
Mega
pod?
Do they have a drop pod?
They created one. That was at Outpost Discovery.
Was it?
Do you remember that?
Was
Yeah.
that a Mega Bloks?
Yeah, it was a life-size drop pod made of Mega.
Colin's
awesome.
got a picture with him in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a regular one for with a Mega for drop pod?
Yeah. the little
Just
guy.
for research
Yeah.
purposes, right, David? You're not becoming a
Yeah.
Mega Bloks person, right?
Absolutely not.
It's a slippery slope.
It
really
is.
I just started getting Game of Thrones Mega Construct sets.
Oh
Oh,
no!
weird.
Yep. So now I'm hooked.
All of the Marvel and Disney Mega Bloks are really cool too.
Carrier.
Yeah.
Or than the Star Wars ones, of course.
The
Or
Lego.
the Legos, yeah.
You guys checking out the ship coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so dope.
It's pretty big. It's over there somewhere.
Phantom.
Bye bye.
Get it.
Die.
I'm pressing the trigger like crazy.
Oh,
So-
nothing.
This is Regret ship.
No,
No.
Regret's already
gone.
left. That's just
He
a,
gone.
that's
Oh,
just
that's
a
right,
random
that's
super
right.
carrier.
That's
That's right.
They're just invading and digging and
They're
Okay.
just
causing all
being
sorts of
bastards all around, you know.
they're digging for the portal.
They're digging for the portal. That's right. Man, how many super carriers did they have?
It's charging its excavation beam.
Oh,
or two.
cool.
The dig site's on the other side.
They would have had
Do it.
more if Master Chief didn't blow a bunch of
Do
them
it.
up.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, he did.
Do the laser
Yeah, there's
thing.
Blue Team, wasn't it? That was from one of the books.
Oh,
First strike.
First strike, yeah.
oh shit. I'm fucked. I was too busy looking at the super carrier. Have you gotten a super carrier Mega Block set that's like really huge? I want a super
No.
carrier the size of that one Star Destroyer. Oh. Thank you.
I totally murdered
Ooh.
somebody there.
Yeah.
Thank you
No,
for
We
We're-
haven't
murdering
got
me.
one yet. There've been some custom.
I already had trust issues, but now I have more trust issues.
Well, we don't even have a regular size carrier.
What?
Like just a regular Covenant cruiser.
I want like
Not
a
official.
$20,000 set.
Well, we've gotten Infinity, Forward Unto Dawn.
I know Infinite. I kind of like the cruisers because I think it would be cool to have like a huge purple ship.
Yep.
Yep. Oh,
All
looks like
right,
we're back
I'm
to
just
the
gonna
regular
ride on the
Warthog.
side.
Yeah.
Whee!
There's a regular Warthog right here.
Oh, perfect. Never mind. Sorry, David.
Okay.
I almost ran you over.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's team killing today after I talked about my traumatic experience about team killing.
David's like, we'll just push this PTSD to the next level.
Well, like, I didn't want to tell her, but like I gave Brooke a rocket launcher ages ago. He's riding on the front of my tank.
Made it out of there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this is the Reach comment because Buck shows up in Reach for about 5 seconds.
Oh.
Just like Reach. Oh my god, that guy's dead.
They're like, shoot, somehow we gotta make Buck show up and reach.
It's just in Alexandria and he says, "Hi, I'm Buck," and you're like, "What?"
Oh my god, this is
Oh,
great
it's
ever.
Buck!
Kill the grunt.
Where's the grunt? Oh,
Dead.
he's dead. He's been sacrificed.
Cue monk music now.
This level definitely does. It shows the invasion going on, right?
Right? That's true.
It does.
That things are at full force.
There's stars everywhere, and beams, city getting to fast. It's so dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going too fast. I can't stop.
Huh, the book is shooting at the star.
Yes.
What is going on with our vehicle?
I was rammed behind by a squiggling.
Asset. It's all right.
Who the aliens?
Looks like I'll stop it. Oh, wrong reason.
Had it.
They got the Oliphant?
Oh.
Mission failed. The engineer is dead.
Oh no!
Krysta killed him.
Oh, we're fine, don't worry.
How far back?
I didn't know I could
Like
actually
2
kill
seconds.
the
Take
engineer.
the next off-ramp.
We're good.
Oh,
We're,
it's
it
North
just
side of the
right
highway.
when we left
We'll hold
off.
up there.
I didn't know I'd actually kill it. Wow. I'm powerful.
She murdered
Is
him.
that where you need to go down there?
Yeah, down here and to the right.
She red rammed him.
The last stand.
Do
That's a
it.
sneakers in this spot.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's the best
Honor.
part. It's the firefight
it?
map.
Used to give you a bunch of weapons.
We're back at the nature uplift nature preserve, of course. All right, get a picture with me on the zebra, please.
Oh, I never noticed that actual preserve. Huh.
All right, well the zebra.
Get on the butt of the zebra. Come on, get up there.
All right, all the good shit's in here.
Area secure.
Alright.
Oh yeah, what
We got rockets. We got more stuff. We got SMGs. We got more SMGs. There's a lot of. If you like SMGs, you're gonna have fun.
Wanted dead.
Yeah, there's a sniper up top, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there is. If I jump, I'll move faster. Virgil.
Definitely a fun spot.
Virgil's really taking his sweet ass time.
This part's great for multiplayer too. I usually play this solo, but multiplayer is very great for this part of the mission. Spread out.
Yeah.
Hostile phantoms coming in.
And die. The one thing I remember about this mission is the chieftains.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're bastards.
Oh yeah.
They are indeed.
Fuck. I'm not sure if it's lag or I'm not hitting those shots.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
shoot.
Oh my god, it's terrible fun.
Oh my god! Who threw a grenade?
You get grenades?
Someone threw.
Ooh, mountain machine gun?
I blame Buck.
Yeah, because someone decided to give Buck a power weapon even after.
Yeah, don't give Buck power
took it-
weapons.
I took it
Come
out.
on, we just talked about this. He threw the sun at me.
Well, Krysta, at least now we know. Now we know why.
Yeah, now you know why. Now you know why I'm such a bastard.
Whoever killed that brute, that was glorious.
It was Buck.
So much larger this area than it needs to be. Like there's loads of like parking space where nothing ever happens.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's because it is a firefight map, so they made it super big to accommodate that.
That's true.
Yeah, they should have added a couple more enemies, or just figured out a way to scale it for multiplayer.
Or made it so that you had to go to the other parts.
Phantoms, look sharp.
Yeah, there's that.
So like, oh, signal's weak, go to
Swing
this
around.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jackals. There's a bunch of snipers down there, people. No, not these carbines.
I shot you in the face and you still didn't die. I call BS.
This game's bullshit, I hate it.
Ow. Oh, who shot me?
Jack.
Oh, Jack the sniper. Jack, hunters. Oh, hunters in the dark. Are you kidding me?
That's a book.
Did someone take the rocket launcher up here?
There should be
no.
one in the building as well.
Yeah, I had one, but I died. I don't know where it went.
Where are the hunters at?
Gone underneath it.
Where the hunters at?
Causing
Got
problems.
one.
Dead.
Oh yeah, he's taking on Buck. That's hilarious. There's his grenade in there.
God, I want to assassinate him so bad.
Oh,
Yeah, assassination of a hunter when in a Halo game?
I know! We
I
get it
want
in our
to do
TV
that.
shows, but not in our Halo games? I call
yeah,
bullshit.
give it to me.
That sounds about right.
Rates are in. Those rates are like greatly overshooting where they need to be.
Yeah, they haven't taken their preliminary. They're like not certified yet, so you know they're just learning.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
just try to be considerate and nice
They
with the
learn
movies.
from it.
Sometimes if you like pretend that they hit you and just go like, "Oh, you almost got me. You're doing great." I think that would really help them in their training.
Just remind me.
Excuse me, sir. I don't have any shields. Why are you using that? Oh, hi.
Oop, that raid thing was close.
Yeah. See, now you're motivating them.
What triggers the end? Is it just you just survive the waves?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
Yeah, pretty
waves.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, I know I was giving out about the size of this map, but like these guys have like legged it all the way over.
Mhm.
Right.
Ooh, chieftain, way down there.
I mean, yeah, you get the AI sneaking over. Just being annoying.
Oh yeah. Got your back, Krysta. Anything else?
Wow, what a bad chieftain. I mean, he was just like standing there.
It's coming.
He ain't gonna do anything when he has that on, though.
He's not like Matt.
Get him, Matt, get him!
Ba-bam!
Yeah, nice.
Whoop! Oh, look, there they are, our homies. Hi, homies.
Nice.
I'm getting in before I get hit by the raid thing. I swear, I killed the hunter once. I mean, the chieftain, and then I get hit by a raid thing. I was like, you got to be joking.
Can you take those out? I forget. The raised
No, there's those shields that you can't really shoot through.
Oh, that's great. Just there to annoy.
Barriers.
Just nice to know they really do listen. Come on.
Well, that was it.
Ba-bam!
Very nice.
Go, rookie.
We get a little cut at the end, right?
There is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mickey pops out.
Long as
Yeah.
you don't get hit.
Oh, so cool.
Come on!
He doesn't want to go.
Wow, nuts.
Body slam it. I wonder if he doesn't want to go because it's a Covenant ship.
Say,
That's what I was just
That could
thinking.
be it.
was a hell of a night.
He's like, nah, I just got away from these guys and they're bringing me back? No, thank you. Oof, that's a good slogan.
He's gonna fry that spot.
So cool. It was a hell of a night. Yay!
We did it! And then there is an epilogue with
Sergeant Johnson.
Sergeant Johnson. So go check that out. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, let's talk about this one.
All right.
Okay, the finale on Halo 3 ODST. I feel like it ends on a high note from gameplay standpoint. Story. Usually stories at a high note on Halo stuff, but this one felt good, I think. So let's start that conversation. Matt, we didn't see you last episode, so why don't you talk about your gameplay experience on the Coastal Highway?
I think this gameplay is built largely around the driving aspect of it. So I think as like a Warthog mission, I think it gives you a lot of little areas that actually make sense within the idea. So I think it's actually pretty awesome with just what they're asking you to do. I think it plays well with the tools that they give you, whether that be the Scorpion or the Warthog. I like that you always get another Warthog. There's all lined up, and I know I joked about that, but that is nice to have because Warthogs don't tend to hold together too well. So it's nice that they kind of supply that. It is kind of a new kind of interesting aspect that you have to defend something, and if that thing dies, then you've lost the mission.
Yeah, it's a nice mission.
I like that aspect of it. I always like the missions where you have to defend something in addition to yourself. So
yeah, you don't really have that much in Halo in general. Like you said, David, an escort mission.
Yeah,
there's really not much of that. It's like a mechanic in other games, but not really a Halo thing. So having to protect Virgil or just not kill Virgil if you're just is the thing that you need to at least worry about, and it sets this mission apart, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
David, thoughts?
I like this mission. It's pretty good for as linear as it is. Like, it's pretty basic. Like, it is literally follow a road. And there's plenty of it, but they make it fun by scattering different enemy types, giving you different vehicles and stuff. I will say on Legendary, this sucks because the elephant dies all the time. So, like, it can be really tough in that way. But other than that, it is actually a pretty fun mission. And co-op works really well. Plenty of vehicles, some weapons. It's fun.
Right.
Krysta, did it feel like a culmination of ODST? Like everything was leading to this? Let's throw everything into this one mission? Or did it fall a little short of that?
Oh no, I thought it was really good. I mean, you have the fun vehicles, you get to see the scarabs. It does feel like the city is like falling, actively like getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's almost a lost cause at this point.
Right.
I don't really like escort missions, but it only becomes a problem, like David said, when you're playing Legendary, but it's still annoying. I mean, on any other difficulty, it can kind of fend for itself, though, the garbage truck.
Yeah.
But, no, it's fun. I like driving down the highway. I like the firefight at the end. It's really cool.
Okay, so where are we at? Are we as high as a 9? Are we in the 8 zone again? Are we lower than that?
Maybe 8.
An 8.
8? Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
Yeah, 8 sounds good.
8 sounds good. So drawbacks are escort mission, which I feel like they pulled it off. Like if you're gonna do an escort mission in Halo, make it in a vehicle that has a shield on it. Like you don't fail too often, right? It's possible, but it's not too difficult. The firefight at the end, I thought as well. What could make that firefight at the end a little better? Would it be, like Matt was saying, kind of like more things off to the side, maybe some objectives to do along the way? It does feel a little stale after playing it again and again, multiple times. But anything else that you guys think that they could have added to the mission?
I mean, I think there's not enough waves in general, but at the same time, I think dealing with more enemies than what they throw at us right now is unrealistic for an ODST. And they have to keep it realistic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I wish the waves came from different places, not just constantly phantoms into the middle. Like, there's other parking structures around you and the highway you came from, so like it'd be cool if they came out of the side or came up from the middle.
Yeah, or like even behind you, a couple snuck in or something. That could have been cool.
Yeah.
You know what would really been cool is if the Covenant carrier was glassing the highway behind you as you were driving.
Ooh,
yes.
That'd be cool.
And you're like running from that.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Okay, gameplay 8. I think that feels like a good spot for the gameplay. I don't, this is one of my favorite missions from ODST, the more memorable ones, but ODST gameplay is just, it's not top of the line like Covenant and Arc from Halo 3. It's not bad, but it's it's kind of a high okay. Like
It's
high,
a really fun mission.
High good. Yeah.
It's a really fun mission, just a mission that you can play straight through, and it's a fun mission, you know.
A good co-op mission too. So I'm glad we're playing it that way. Level design wise, David already touched on a couple things there. Straightforward, for the most part. You have those checkpoints, which you do. Sometimes you have to get out of the vehicle. That gives your escort, the garbage truck, a chance to catch up a bit, so you can't just fly through the mission. But more than that, I feel like we talked about the aesthetic and the skybox with the space elevator and you can see the rings falling and you can see the city. There's a lot going on from a level design standpoint outside of just the straight line and then the stand at the end. Krysta, any thoughts on the level design from this?
I mean, the level's very well detailed. You have the city in the background, all the rubble, but also, the highway itself is very believable with the off-ramps and on-ramps, and then all the signs and stuff like that, all the vehicles. I mean, I think it's really well done. I think it's kind of funny how you... Cars. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's funny how you end up at the Uplift Reserve again, but it's realistic, because you're kind of in the same area. Mm-hmm. No, I think it's very well designed. I think it makes sense in the context that it's in, and I think it's a fun level to play as well. Just kind of a vehicle run. It's kind of its own Warthog run there at the end with a little firefight.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's kind of a Warthog run light, almost.
Mm-hmm. Slowest ever Warthog run.
It's like an escort Warthog run.
Yeah. It's like, what if it was a Warthog run, but different?
But slow. Right. Crawl. Matt, anything that you think could have done? I mean, your idea of adding the glassing behind you would be cool. But anything else that maybe they missed out on or missed opportunities with this?
Well, I think the standout for this mission is the skybox, and I think that's kind of where you're drawing your eyes to, and you're seeing scarabs and stuff like that. So I think it really does add to the story that the city's falling. I think as you go through, highway after highway, it does kind of get generic. So maybe they could have mixed it up a little bit on just...
Or maybe you go down below for some reason.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Like maybe an underground portion would have been neat. Especially where we were talking about the buggards, how they had taken over the underground system. Instead of having you encounter the buggards in just one of those doorways, you get under a tunnel and then you ran into some more underground. May have added a little more to it. So I think obviously you're on a highway, and even now highways aren't built to be aesthetically pleasing. So I understand that concept of it being the same, but maybe just changing it up slightly where you had underground, above, something like that.
More tunnels or something.
Yep. Exactly.
David, where do you want to start us on the level design score?
I think I will start on a 7, but if people want to push me up, I'd agree, because I do like the firefight mode at the end, and as good as the skybox is, if the skybox wasn't there, this would be a way more boring level.
I agree.
So I could give it an extra point there if you want to.
Okay. Krysta, where are you at?
I think a 7 is fair. I feel like an 8 is almost too good. Okay. Not that this mission is bad by any regards, but it's very simple. I think, and we've said this about almost every ODST mission we've done. It's very simple.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I feel like we should consider that too. I don't know, Matt, are you in 7 zone too? I mean, I would consider an 8.
I could consider an 8.
I'd probably lean more to a 7 just because most of what catches my eye is the skybox, and none of the level design really changes or affects how you play. It's just drive. So if the level design had affected how you drive, maybe you had to do something different.
Well, there's things to drive around, and there's stuff, but
obstacles, rubbish.
You don't have to jump over a chasm or anything like that.
Yeah, but I think maybe a broken part of the highway where you had to jump over would be cool.
That would be cool.
Just little bits of level design, I think, that could have just changed it up, because I think it just kind of became repetitive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because it doesn't have that moment where you're like, oh, it's this part of the drive. It's more,
Right.
it's like, oh, it's this part of the drive, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not.
Well, it's difficult to know where exactly you know you're coming to the end. I think the only time that I'm like, oh, I'm near the end is when I get the scorpion tank.
Yeah. Okay.
Then,
all right.
All right.
Let's do 7. I mean, I do feel a little weird giving it a 7 because it is like, they did such a good job with Skybox and just all the world building in this mission. Yeah, I think all the points are valid. So let's stick with 7 on level design. Challenge wise, are we starting high, Krysta, or are we going low on this one?
I would, if you want me to start with a number, I'd start with an 8. I would say a 9, but I'm just gonna give points off for the engineer dying, like being able to just the fact that he can die and completely ruin the mission. I don't like that.
I kind of see that as a positive, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I can go
think
9.
I like the idea that you have to. I mean, obviously we talk about different things. Escort mission.
Yeah.
Most of the time, depending on how they're done, they can be really annoying or they can be really awesome. And I don't think ODST falls into that dying portion. Like, I don't think Virgil dies like constantly. Like,
It's not unfair. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I think the only way he died was I think we accidentally killed him, right?
Well, I mean, there's also 3 of us, so if you look for context of playing like heroic solo or something like that, it gets much tougher because you're not wiping out the enemies as quickly.
It's certainly a final mission challenge, you know, where you have it. Like, I think on a level, if you were doing this heroic solo, I would say this is more challenging than Halo 3's ending. Because you have to add in that extra level of I got to protect myself, I got to protect Virgil, and not necessarily that extra challenge being harder is actually a positive, but I think it does add another aspect to view the challenge through. So I'd go 8. I wouldn't go 9. Yeah, I'd go
David,
8.
where are you at? Calculating.
I can
Calculating.
go either calculating, carry the one. I feel like I want to score this level overall higher than like the previous ODST ones because I feel like ODST's kind of been done wrong a little bit. Like, and I know Colin, you said this is one of your favorites. Like, even as a challenge, like I'm not a fan of escort missions, and I do have bad memories of doing this legendary solo and having Virgil die constantly. I've been really annoyed. But as you know, Matt said, like it's supposed to be somewhat challenging, so I don't know. I could go. What do you think, Colin? I'll decide after you decide. What do you think?
Well, as a viewer, it looked like you guys were having fun, but again, your co-op on the final mission on heroic, like legendary would have been more challenging, right? But I'm also thinking like this is kind of the longest mission. You do have to be on point on certain spots. You can die at that last, the last showdown, the last standoff a bit. So, I mean, I think 8 on the low end, 9 on the high end for me. I don't know what it would need to get to we can't go 10 on this one, but I don't know what it would need like justification wise to get it to a 9. I'm okay with 8 on challenge.
8 it is.
Okay. Everybody comfortable with that? We'll stick with it. All right. 8. Oh, so we got 8, 7, 8. Storytelling time. So lots of environmental storytelling. There is, there's some dialogue here and there.
There's a Halo kiss. This gets a 10.
There is a kiss at the beginning. I forgot all about that already. Good point. We do forget about that beginning part of the mission too, because you are coming out of the underground. Kind of puts you in that spot, and then you kind of have to get out to. I guess we missed a cutscene, but you have to get out to the highway eventually there. So, Matt, I'll start with you on storytelling. What are your thoughts?
Like, I think ODST has always had a good story because it's very character focused and character centered. So I think the characters always drive the story. So I'm always super positive about the story of ODST, even though I have my gripes about certain aspects of how it played out and where it takes place in the timeline. But I do think that the strongest part of this story is that it's telling you that Earth is being overrun. You know, we need a certain green guy back. You know, so I think that the storytelling's pretty high for me on this one, just because I think it is. So I'd go 8 or a 9, to be honest.
Okay. Krysta, any thoughts taking that further?
No, I definitely think there's a lot of good points. I think definitely the relationship between Dare and Buck comes to a head at this part of ODST as well, which we don't actually, we don't have the context for because we haven't been playing the missions up to this, but there is a big relationship moment at the very beginning. Of course, you have Virgil, which is a quirky, cool character that you've just now kind of recruited onto your team that you need to protect. And then, of course, just getting out of the city is such a cool mission, especially trying to figure out, how do we get the most squishiest, most deflatable balloon out of the city without getting click-clacked?
Yep. Do you guys remember his name, his actual Hergok name? I'm trying to remember. Is it Prone to Drift? Or is that a different one?
Oh, God. They all sound the same.
I know.
It's prone to drift, lighter than some.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lists to the side. Quick to adjust.
Quick to adjust. Somebody will correct us on that one.
Hold on, I'll giggle it.
Giggle it.
Get that giggle. David, are you at a 9? I'm in a 9 zone, David.
I'm at a
Tell me
pretty
why
high.
I should be. Tell me why I should be.
I think you're pretty high, and I think you're right to go. I think 9 because I do like that. A lot does happen in this. The environment's very good. The city being destroyed is cool. Buck and Dare are pretty good, and it's good to see their relationship, and they kind of involve the rookie a little bit, even though they acknowledge the fact that he's there even if he says nothing. So I like that, and it does kind of tell a decent enough story as they try to escape from the city. They have their prize. This is the whole thing. The whole mission was for this, even though it wasn't really clear and they didn't really explain it very well of kind of what's going on, because you're obviously the rookie, you're in the dark, you don't get a lot of the information. So I get it is a somewhat satisfying conclusion, especially with the epilogue. So I like.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's
quick to adjust.
Quick to adjust.
There it is. Okay, so 9. Anybody?
Yeah.
8 a 9?
I can
go with a 9.
I can go with 9.
Ooh, I think that makes my math very easy then.
Yay!
Love this. Okay, let's do 9, storytelling. So we have gameplay 8, level design 7, challenge 8, storytelling 9. We're at an 8 for Coastal Highway.
I think that's fair. I think that's very fair.
I agree.
Which we're saying this is the best mission in ODST, which I think is probably also fair.
Yes.
Right? We're taking more of a scientific approach to it. I'm sure other people like other missions, but if you break it down by all the categories that we have, it'll be interesting to see how the community feels about Mombasa Streets and kind of their thoughts on that as well, because we know that's a thing. But this will close it out for ODST. I think that's an appropriate score for it. So
goodbye, Alpha 9.
That's right. We will see most of you at some point.
Except for the rookie.
What?
Oh, poor rookie. All right, that'll do it for our 20 for 20 coverage of Coastal Highway from Halo 3 ODST. On the next episode, going to Reach. Long Night of Solace.
Where we're bringing out the big gun.
That's right.
Double digits, baby. Let's
go.
Don't forget to post a comment, like the video, or subscribe. You can also support Podcast Evolved by visiting Podcast Evolved on Patreon. Until next time, evolved.
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 Podcast Evolved, your home for Halo.